How to draw Yubel. It's been a while since we've done a how to draw video, so I thought it would be a good idea to get back into it with how to draw Yubel. So just listen to what I say, follow along with my movements, and let's get right into it. Alright, so for Yubel, I like to start with drawing her head, drawing her hair, and just really getting that shape meshed in, especially with her eyes. So we'll start with her face shape. We'll just bring in the chin at about the center of the page. And then what you're going to want to do is draw in her eyes and finish off the shape of her fringe just to really solidify where we're starting with this character. Alright, so once you've got the basic face shape in, then you want to just add some more details and fill in the rest of her face. Alright, so honestly, I probably could have done the face a little bit better there, but this pen is just too thick. But nonetheless, we're going to continue off by drawing in her head and drawing the rest of her hair. This is where it starts to get complicated, but after this part, it's going to get a lot easier. So Yubel's hair is very, very spiky. It's very much all over the place, and it's got a lot of detail on one side, but not so much the other. Her hair has a different shape on both sides as well. On her male side, the hair is a little bit more calm, a little like there's less hair over there, whereas on her female side, there's a lot more hair. It's a bit more spikier, and honestly, I find the female side a lot easier to draw just because there's more spikiness, there's more hair that you can just fill it in a lot easier. Alright, so that gives us the basic shape of her hair. Now we're just going to fill in the left side, or our left side of her hair with a few extra lines for detail, which we do see a lot on the white side. And now that we've got her head shape in, it's very easy to build on from that and add in her body. We're going to start with her neck, come down to her shoulders, and then bridge out onto her arms. Then when they come back, we're going to go into the rest of her body, filling out her chest, filling out all the, like, not clothing. Hey, I've got Yubel on my shirt. I didn't even consider that. You know, this part, you're going to fill in all that, fill in her stomach, and then get her legs in. And there is a little bit more detail on her legs, but we'll get into that in a second. We're just going to, again, start shoulders, torso, shoulders, chest, torso, and then into the legs. Alright, and once you've got the basic shape in, I want you to just fill in the extra detail on those arms and the chest area. And then we're also going to be adding in the spikes that come off of her, off of her elbow and off of her shoulders as well. Now just note that the lines on her right arm, particularly on her forearm and her hand, these lines aren't very specific, but they do follow the shape and the curve of her arm. So just make sure that you get that curve in there, following the shape of the forearm and especially around the bicep as well. Alright, once you've finished detailing the arms, let's move on to her legs. Now keep in mind, Yubel has she's half female, half male, so one of her legs is actually very muscly. She's got very muscly quads, whereas the other one is a lot more feminine. Now muscles, while they do look nice and can be like very complicated to draw, they're actually very simple. All muscles are just made up of very simple shapes. In this case, we're using a lot of pointed oval-like shapes, just to build up the curves and the shape of her leg muscles here. Now that we've got her whole body in, all that's left to do is add in the wings. So her wings come up straight from her back, so if you really want, you can actually line the wings with her shoulder blades and have draw the lines coming right into the center of her back, and then erase them later if that makes it easier for you. The wings come straight up from the back and then they curve out towards her head, just arching over around where the middle of her head is, which is marked out very handily by the separation of her blue side and her white side. There's a nice line there, and two spikes coming off from the top. So the claws on the top of her wings just join up where those two spikes are. And then it curves back down to the edge of your page. And then you're just going to draw in a bunch of curved lines, finish them off with spikes at the bottom, and then curve it up into her back once again. Alright, once you got the basic shape of those wings in, we just want to add in a few extra curved lines down the skin of her wings, just for extra detail to really finish this off. It doesn't really actually matter where these curved lines are coming from and where they're going to, just as long as you add in a few, especially in areas where there's a lot of blank space and where we can't actually see the ending spike as well. That just be mindful of that and where you think that the spike is going to end up, the spike in her wing, just to really get the detail going and get the viewer of your drawing to understand how the shape of her wing is going to come into place. You know, there's not a big gap at the end where there's this massive spike. There's going to be a couple extra spikes that we don't actually see on page. So the purpose of some of these curved lines is going to be showing where those spikes end up. And there we go. That is how to draw Yubel. Hopefully yours looks a little bit better than mine. Honestly, I probably could have done a little bit better, especially on the face there. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've drawn on paper. I'm more of a digital artist. But there you go. If you enjoyed this, then please do let me know if this helped you to draw Yubel for yourself, or if you want to see more. If you want to see a more detailed video, or there was something that you didn't like about this video, let me know down in the comments, and we will hopefully be doing more how to draw videos in the future. But for now, that's how to draw Yubel. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, again, leave a like, comment, consider subscribing for more how to draw videos and more Yubel videos, since I assume you're a fan. Thank you again for watching. My name has been Senkara, and until next time, see ya.